Here we are with the Red Llama. It's one of my favorite pedals, and I'm going to show you a few things you can do with it. The first thing that you have to understand about the Red Llama is that it's a pedal that works in a symbiotic way with your amplifier. If you don't like the way your amplifier sounds when it's pushed, you're not going to like the Red Llama. It has to blend with the amp's sound and work with it. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the Red Llama off and show you what it sounds like into a Fender Vibrolux. Now I have the drive all the way off and the volume at about 11 o'clock. You can see that it doesn't really do much to the sound. On, off. So it's a very opaque, open sounding pedal, and if you don't want it to be in the way of your amp tone, you can just use it subtly to push the amplifier to the next level. A little more drastic. So if you're the kind of person that says, I love my amp, and it's a single channel amp, I would just like more. Or if you have two sounds on your amp and you just want more of each of those sounds as you're playing, and the amp doesn't have a boost function built into it, this is an incredible device to make that happen. So going back to a neutral position. Moving to the treble pickup. Pushing it. So what you're hearing is the amp being pushed. That's not the pedal. The circuit is hammering the front end of the amp. But because the Red Llama allows all the frequencies to come through, as you can hear, it's not really coloring the tone. So that's a very useful feature if you want to use it as just a boost. If you want to add some hair to it, turn the drive up, obviously. It basically sounds like the amplifier still. But now you're hearing the Llama itself. An extremely organic tone. That's why the character of the Llama always follows the character of the amp. If you plug this into different amplifiers, it's going to sound completely different because it's working with the amp. One of the coolest things about the Red Llama is that when you turn your volume down as the pedal is on, it cleans up. We have the volume at about 6. Slowly turning it up to full. I've done entire gigs where this pedal is just on and I never turn it off because it's so dynamic. Volume down, volume up. So I used to gig with the Red Llama quite a bit, and I liked the sound so much I'd experimented to see what would happen if I added a second Llama. Because if you have a single channel amp, if you use two pedals, you get 4 sounds. You get the amp by itself, you get the Llama on, you get the second Llama on with this one off, and you get both Llamas on together for 4 tones. Pretty versatile setup. So I set up the first one for a rhythm sound or just a push tone. A little less there. And I set up the second Llama for more of a solo type sound. Sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, sound 4. And even with both pedals engaged, when you turn the volume down, it does the same effect. The More pedal, Red Llama.